Being a content creator is like being a small business owner or having a job that you have offered yourself, however you want to look at it. But just like any other job role, being a content creator comes with its own set of mental dark place that you just can't escape. I understand that it can be really easy to hand out a list of advices and suggestions to content creators and say that, oh, you don't have to be so obsessed with views, you don't need to hanker after a number of followers and subscriber count, that is not your self-worth, all of this is just a plastic life, and the real value of your content is the impact that your content creates in the real world. It's the real life connections that matter so much more. Yeah, okay, I get it, you're right to some extent, and it's all good, but I think we are missing the point here. You see, for content creators, social media is not just an extension of their life, but social media, the social media platform of their choice, is their workplace. Content creation is their job, and the social media platform is their office. Now try to understand this. Let's say you walk into office and without any reason, without any prior explanation, you just find people walking out of rooms that you walk into. Or imagine this. You have worked really hard, put in all your mind and heart into preparing a presentation on a topic that most people in your office had actually shown interest in. They had told you, they had given you a prior intimation that if you were to make a presentation on that topic, they would love to attend it. And yet, once you initiate the conversation, every 10 seconds, 30 seconds, about a minute, random people just get up and leave the room. Some may stop on their way out to tell you that amazing presentation, great work, such a relevant topic, incredible points of discussion, I'm so glad you brought it up. And they might shower you with praises for what an amazing job you're doing, but still, they will turn away and just walk out on you. How would that make you feel? Would that affect your sense of self-worth? Would that make you wonder, what the hell are you even doing with your life? Will that make you question your choice of profession, even go down the spiral of if you are even capable of, if you are worthy of this profession? Would you want to keep going back to this office every single day? This is what content creators live through every single day of their lives, with every single piece of content that they create. Or imagine, what if you took a break? Maybe you wanted to upskill yourself, get better at your craft, and then make a comeback, or simply reassess the way you were doing things, change your work style a bit, or simply take a break, go on a vacation, spend time with your family, friends, maybe for a week, a month, and then come back to office. You walk in, and everyone glares at you like, who the hell are you? We don't know you. You went on a vacation, you took a break, so we thought you just left the job. You no longer have a place here. How would that make you feel? What if every time you took a break, because we are all human and no matter what profession we choose for ourselves, we need a break. Even when we are doing what we love to do, even when we are in the career that is our passion, we still need a break because it's very human to want and need a break. It's healthy. But every time you're punished for it. Like, you come back and you have to start from scratch every single time. Maybe you could pick up from where you left off, but you would still have to work as a new joinee in the office. How would that make you feel? Would that make you question yourself? Would that make you feel great about yourself? Would that make you doubt yourself? Now, of course, I know what you're thinking. You must have this very obvious comeback that, oh, but that's a very obvious part of being on social media. They should totally expect it when they were choosing this profession. Yeah, right. I know. You're right. Maybe. But here's some add-on perspective again. What if you choose to be a doctor or a paramedical or a pharmacist or anyone in the medical field? You already know that you would have crazy work hours. You just cannot have any fixed working hours because people don't fall sick on a particular rhythm like an algorithm. You know that, right? What if you choose to be a professional in the field of criminal justice? Whether you want to be a lawyer, a criminologist, a prison officer, a police officer, whoever you choose to be within the justice system, one, you would definitely not have any fixed working hours and you cannot even expect that. And two, there is a certain level of threat to your safety, certain risk factors that are very obvious part of the job. If you choose to be a psychologist, coach, counselor, anyone in the mental health, personality development space, then not only your clients, but mind you, even people in your personal life will expect you to be completely emotionally regulated, absolute emotional regulation and 1000% mindfulness every minute, at all moments, all day, every day, and we all know what an inhuman, impractical expectation it is to have from anyone at all, right? What if you choose a career in the finance sector? There is a certain list of risks and work hazards that are very much an expected part of the job, which may or may not even be aligned with your set of personal values, but it would all just be part of the job. A very expected part of the job. And I could go on with this list, but I think you get the point, right? Just because something is an expected part of the job does not make it a very acceptable part of the job, does it? And you get that. Moreover, all of us, each one of us, we automatically choose a certain set of unpleasantness and challenges the moment we choose a profession, because every profession has its own set of work hazards. Does that mean that it's very fair to be punished, to be blamed for the challenging situations when we are going through it just because we chose this profession? Any profession, that is? No, right? The same way, yes, it's true that if and when someone chooses to be a content creator, if anyone chooses to be brave enough to be this level of vulnerable in the world, of course, there's a lot of unexpected unpleasantness that comes with the job. That's a very obvious part of the job, such as being trolled, being hated on, being ignored, being forgotten in the blink of an eye, being neglected, having to build up from scratch almost every single time, and so much more. Yes, it is very much an expected part of the unpleasant side of the job, but just because something is an expected part of the job does not make it a very acceptable part of the job, and just because it's an obvious flip side of the profession of your choice does not make it any less worthy of understanding and compassion from the people around. Okay, so what did I miss out here? What other perspectives would you add to the conversation? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, be your own sunshine.